you tell me the story of your kids and the ice lolly
Oh,
machine
yeah.
thing?
So the first time we ever went abroad with the kids, they were 4 and 7. And we went on an all-inclusive holiday, which I don't know if you've been an all-inclusive holiday. They are both amazing and shite. It's the dream and it's the nightmare all at the same time. But we'd arrived late at night, so pretty much straight to bed. Got up the next day, got the sun loungers. As I have said many times to people, if the world just put in half the effort to their real life, to kindness, to living a good life that they do to get in a sun lounger, I mean, the confidence, the planning, the strategy, the speed, unreal. Just do that, but in a good way in life, and you'll be great. So we got sun loungers, had breakfast, of course, all inclusive. We had multiple breakfasts, and then played in the pool for a bit. And then my son said, "Can we get a nice lolly?" Absolutely. Go and help yourself. The two of them just stood there. And they're like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Well, you just go and help yourself. Remember, it's all inclusive." Explain the concept again. Mom and Dad have worked hard. This is a treat. You got that giant freeze over there. Help yourself. They're just still standing there. My son was like, but that's stealing. So as a parent, I feel good in this moment. Like I've done my job properly. But then I explained, no, we paid for it. And I'm like, just help yourself. Just help yourself. And my daughter, who was 4, said, "But we need pennies, Daddy." I was like, "You don't need pennies." Now, they didn't believe me. Of course, my wife Ali's sitting on the sun lounger beside me, and like all good kids, they asked their mother. You know, I think that's a thing. The dads will understand. And so they said to Ali, "Is it true, Mummy?" So she then just said what I said. Yeah. But they believed her. Yeah. But as they realised you can just go and help yourself, these two wee souls just came alive. They when you are 4 and 7, when you're excited for something, everything moves. Everything moves. And as I say in the book, you wiggle. It's a proper wiggle. And I ask every adult out there, when was the last time you wiggled? When something truly lit you up, an everyday thing that you couldn't keep yourself, you can contain yourself. So I can see them now as I'm sharing this, like they're just, oh my God, so excited. And off they went. And you could see, like, kids have this ability to make other people smile. Dogs do it, cats do it, kids do it. And you could see people around the pool go, check these two. And plus, you can't miss my two. Red hair, the colour of milk. I mean, they were glowing, like almost luminous. And everyone's like, "Look at these two, look at this." And they got over to, it was a chest freezer that you slide the top back. And my son slid the top back. And I remember turning to Ali I was so happy for them, right? It was so exciting. And I turned to Ali for like 3 seconds, looked back, there's 2 pairs of legs sticking out the freezer. And this is true, they were in the freezer. And we reckon they were in there for nearly 4 minutes, Gregor. That is a long time to be upside down in a freezer. But I have this wonderful image of them swimming in a sea of ice lolliness. There was people like taking photos, and I was like, absolutely, this is magic. And they kind of popped up 2 each. I was like, yes, taught you well, kids. Wiggled their way back, got onto their sun loungers, and this wonderful thing happened where, like, I don't know, how long does it take to eat 2 ice lollies in that heat? 4 minutes, well, less if you're me. But maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes, right? Just this nothingness, just but a nothingness in the most beautiful sense. Like, we're talking about contentment and fulfillment, like utter contentment, fulfillment. We're talking about being present. I mean, my goodness, utter presence in the moment. And this genuinely remarkable conversation broke out, not quite around the pool, but amongst strangers from all over the world who'd never met each other before, that went along the lines of, "When was the last time you felt like that?" No one knew. And it was just this really quite enlightening moment. We're all being taught a lesson here by a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old who have found that micro moment of joy in an ice lolly. Partly because it's an ice lolly, partly because they could go and get it themselves. I mean, talk about a glimmer, right? But then the adults are sitting going, we've just gone, look at these two, look at the joy, look at the happiness, look at the excitement. Oh my God, look at the smiles. To, I don't remember the last time I felt like that.
Mm.
And the first thing I did when we got home was get my first ever tattoo. And I have a tiny wee tattoo.
Brilliant.
A tiny wee tattoo of an ice lolly on my arm. And I know people will look at it and go, you just fucking drew that on with a pen right now for the sake of it. But no, that was my first ever tattoo.
Brilliant.
Of a wee ice lolly. And that is just my... It's amazing how much you see that part of your arm.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, why there? I'm like, actually, you catch that part, like brushing your teeth. It's there. And that is my daily reminder every day, because that's what a daily reminder is, that it's the wee things.
Yeah.
So my glimmer journey, I feel like, actually started a long time ago, but I didn't know they were called glimmers at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I am reminded of that moment several times a day.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I catch a glimpse of that ice lolly, I feel myself smile,
Yeah.
and it fills me up with goodness.
Mm.
I love it.
Yeah.